Where's the love?
Even with the whole Lunchly thing, I think it was like mostly positive until Dan tweeted, and then everyone was just like, oh my God, a big OG YouTuber who's just clean, you know, doesn't have any controversy, is going at these guys. Yeah, we can now rally behind this and say fuck Logan, fuck KSI, fuck Jimmy, fuck Snacks. Yeah. And then, bro, it just spiraled out of control. Bro, he got like 60 million impressions on a tweet.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo!
Alright, so it looks like the saga is continuing, unfortunately, because it looks like over the past 24 hours, Logan Paul has absolutely lost his mind. And that's not even over-exaggerating, because just wait until you see what he was posting on his Twitter. Now, just in case anybody is out of the loop, recently we've been talking about the whole Lunchly situation. We've also been talking about Logan Paul and KSI absolutely freaking out, because essentially they did this Lunchly collab with mrbeast, and due to the fact that mrbeast still has not addressed the controversy that has happened in July, and the fact that Logan Paul is a known scammer, there has been a lot of controversy around this product, and a lot of people overall are just not happy about this product and its release, and the fact that it's copying Lunchables. And now, as of this week, a lot of people after getting their Lunchly are reporting that there has been mold found within their Lunchly that they bought from the store, and it appears that another creator found mold in their Lunchly as of 2 days ago, literally right after I posted my last video. Now, something else that happened over the past few days is Logan Paul continues to have a meltdown, and what he did as of recently that a lot of people have not heard about is he started posting random pictures of fruit and vegetables, and he was mentioning people like Rosanna and Tommy. And honestly, when I first saw this, I thought that his account either got hacked or he was having a huge meltdown. And to this day, because this happened as of this week, I have not heard a response from Logan Paul confirming whether or not this was a hack on his account or if he was just having, like I said, a meltdown. Now, based off of everything that we've seen so far and their responses to the controversy, like Lunchly, KSI, and Logan Paul's responses, really would not be surprised if either one of them were having a meltdown right now. And it's like when it comes down to the whole Lunchly situation and how KSI and Logan Paul handled it, because mrbeast was being smart and he wasn't engaging with any of it, it's like, and I heard them say this in the beginning, when something like this happens, you should just stop fueling the fire, and that is 100% true. I don't know why they didn't stop doing that. I mean, if we really want to bring this into it, and what KSI recently said is, KSI said that this was all planned to promote his song, but I don't particularly believe that because of the way that he acted when Adin Ross had him on his stream. Like, I would like to assume that you guys remember what happened, but essentially Adin Ross had KSI on his stream over on Kick, and I'm not really sure if Adin was trying to troll KSI or not, but essentially Adin Ross says in a clip that the music is trash, and he says it right to KSI's face, but also at the same time he's trying to make KSI feel better because, you know, KSI wasn't feeling too good because the whole internet was trashing his song. And then Adin goes on to say something along the lines of, don't let the haters get you down, and then KSI says to Adin, weren't you just hating on the song and saying it's trash, right? And then Adin goes off and says, you know that shit is ass. And the way that KSI acted after that with him leaving the call, I really do think it's safe to say that it did affect him in some sort of way. But despite that whole conversation going down with Adin Ross, KSI continues to go on to podcasts saying things like, oh, this was all planned, and I did this so I could get my song on the top 10 charts.
Well, I mean, I feel like, you know, this is a good time for me to tell everyone that I'm actually not pissed. Like, I'm not mad.
Hold on. There's a much better way to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, that was so underwhelming.
Okay. Nah.
Bro, hold on. You didn't set him up right either.
No, I didn't know he was going to just
what you
unveil it.
Off was one of the greatest marketing strategies I've ever seen in my life.
So good.
Absolutely I messaged you on this. I said to you, this is fucking incredible. Just marketing genius. Okay. And it worked. It really, sorry. Go ahead. You tell them what you were saying. I just wanted to add a little oomph to it.
I want to add more oomph before you add the most oomph.
Okay, sure.
Bro, I told you I'm taking notes. what you did was absolutely brilliant. To reiterate what Mike said, and as your business partner and friend, and also a marketing person, you even had me fooled, JJ.
Yeah, because you messaged me being like, "Bro, are you all right?"
I couldn't tell.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Like, bro, ain't nobody believing that shit. That is Cope. Bro just lucked out that people were playing that song as a meme, and they were also using his song in TikTok videos and Instagram reels. And it also doesn't help that people were making remixes of that song.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king, where's my...
Like, it's just hilarious. How do you fall this far from grace, bro? These two, if not all three of them, are the biggest clowns currently on the internet. And they just keep digging and digging and digging further into the ground. Like, you also have to take into account that KSI did have a lot of loyal fans before. I mean, he still does. But a whole bunch of them after this happened left because of this. And because KSI's collab with Logan Paul and mrbeast. Like, KSI is trying to make it seem like he came out of this unscathed, right? But that just is not true. And it looks like as of an hour ago from the time of recording this video today, KSI put out this tweet and he said this: "Now that the dust has settled, people are starting to realize the thick of it is actually a good song, LOL. Wait till I perform it to see how hard it goes." Bro, please do not perform it, bro. We're gonna start seeing clips on the internet of this being performed by KSI, and it's just not gonna hit. It really is not. Now, I'm not really sure if anybody cares about this, but with the music that I listen to and enjoy, when these artists and bands perform live, they actually play the instruments and they put on a show, and it's absolutely awesome. But something that I don't like as much is when people perform without that talent, I guess. Like, okay, if you have a good voice for singing, okay, maybe I'll enjoy it. But I just have the biggest feeling that KSI is just going to be playing his already pre-made and pre-produced music in the background while he sings this song. And I know this is just preferences, but let's be real, if that's all it's going to be, I'm definitely not going to like it, and I won't even consider liking it. And well, I just looked it up, okay? And that's literally all it is. Like, I know opinions are gonna be subjective when it comes down to KSI's singing voice, but I don't think this is all too special. Let's be real. Because it looks like he's already done a live show at a boxing event, and let's be real, I don't really know if I like it. I mean, I know I don't like the song, but I mean, you know it's bad when the crowd, because they show the crowd is barely moving to the music. And it's like, as I listen more and more to this song, I just feel more and more bored out by it. Because I know with me, I'm not like the biggest fan of like the newer music, like the pop and stuff like that, which is sort of what this is. And I also am not like the biggest fan of KSI, so I might have a bias, but I feel like to most listeners, this really isn't anything special. And also feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below, because I'm genuinely interested in what you guys think of this. Despite what has happened with the controversy and how you feel about KSI, is this a good or bad song? Because I know I personally do not like it because of the genre that it is. Like, I like more complex music, so this music being as simple as it is pretty boring to me. Now, anyways, off of that tangent, let's continue on with Logan Paul, because no, it does not end for Logan Paul. Because it looks like on the same podcast that KSI was saying that, oh no, I wasn't coping because people didn't like my song. This was all planned and people were supposed to hate it, so, you know, they would keep listening to it and be using it as a meme, so it would get on the top 10 charts. Something that they also went over on this podcast episode, because this is Logan's podcast, was they finally acknowledged and responded to the Lunchley mold situation. Just take a look.
By the way, I love Rosanna, man. You know, it's... Oh, do I want to say this? Okay, this was like years ago. This is one of the reasons why I followed her. I actually had like a low-key crush on her.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you into?
Not anymore, but
wait, really?
yeah, back.
That's
in the
so
day.
endearing. That's insane.
Yeah.
Now she's talking shit about your company. That's crazy.
So it's kind of weird.
How the tables have turned.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, yeah, she could do her thing, man. Let her do her thing.
Yeah, like I like my cheese moldy, bro.
Yo, when she saw that, she must have been jumping,
She lit
bro.
up.
She must have been like,
Yo.
yes!
Yo, Roseanne.
Yes!
banging bar. Oh my God.
Now, once again, like I said in my last video, for the people who have not heard, I'm going to say it again. I like nobody here, but I do agree with what they just said. Rosanna most likely was jumping up and down and screaming, yeah, when this happened. Because like I've talked about many times before in past videos, from videos that I posted in 2023 to the videos that I posted this year, it's very clear that Rosanna is attention seeking here to a certain level. Now, I'm not going to say it's like 100% attention seeking and it's really bad attention seeking behavior, whatever, but with this situation and the hide and go seek situation last year, putting 2 and 2 together, it's very obvious that she's trying to get back at Mr. Beast. Now, does that mean she's only doing it to get back at Mr. Beast? No, she also could be doing this out of the kindness of her heart. But yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me if that is how she reacted when she found out about this news. Now, anyways, moving on, it looks like we have an update on the Messi lawsuit, Messi with an I, because apparently Logan Paul has slammed Messi's stupid drink company and has a plan for a Prime Hydration lawsuit. And essentially where Dexerto found out this information from was that Impulsive podcast episode we just took a look at. And yeah, there's a segment in there that I'm about to play where Logan Paul talks about this. Now, before we get into that segment, for anybody who is unaware of what is happening, I made a video about this like a week ago. So if you guys want to hear every little nitty-gritty detail, go check that out. But for now, let's check out what Logan has said.
I feel like sometimes you always want to like punch up.
You got to punch up.
Yeah.
Have to punch up.
But then,
but I hear what you're.
But
I
then
hear what he's
make sure you punch up to someone that you know you can like battle with.
Like Messi, who somehow is fucking suing us for copying us. How is that possible? How is that possible?
Honestly, what is going on?
Bro, I get the text, Messi's drink, Moss Plus suing Prime Hydration. Did he copy us?
Yeah, listen.
How is that possible, bro?
What was it that you created like a non-competitive, like, so basically your product was, how does it work?
I'll explain it to you. He's asking for, I think it's called like a rush judgment. He's asking the courts to determine as soon as possible whether or not he is indeed infringing on our trademark. Now, we haven't officially accused him of infringing on our trademark. There have been conversations I can't speak much on, but they ultimately decided that instead of reaching a resolution behind the scenes, they'd rather just bring it to the court and say, here, judge, you decide if we are indeed copying Prime. Because can you imagine they went 2 years selling this product, and then when we hit them with a lawsuit and they have 2 years worth of like profits and stuff because they did indeed infringe on our trademark.
Yeah, but who the fuck wants to buy that shit anyways?
Well, I'll tell you.
Who?
People who think it's Prime. People will tag us on Instagram thinking they're buying Prime. Or what's more, a Messi version of Prime. Just like we sponsor our athletes like Holland or like an artist, whatever. They think it's like his Spanish version of Prime. In Latin countries, they think it's the Latin version of Prime, and it's just Messi's partnered with us.
Wait, so it's called, does that just mean it's called More Plus?
Yeah, it's kind of stupid as fuck.
So it's like, technically it's like more, or like plus. That's kind of stupid.
A little redundant.
It's like redundant, dude.
A little bit. I mean, would I let the resolution be? Oh no, we have a plan. I'm sure it'll make global headlines. Anyways, I guess we'll see how this plays out.
All right, so the first thing I'm going to point out here, something that I find to be very, very funny, is that, and I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but Moss Plus claimed that behind the scenes, they have been threatened by Prime with lawsuits, in which Prime and Logan Paul and KSI, they're claiming that this drink, Moss Plus by Messi, is infringing upon their trademark. And in the lawsuit video, we went over the lawsuit, and Moss Plus was accusing Prime of trying to be anti-competitive, and the whole goal of this lawsuit is to gain protection from Prime potentially suing Moz Plus. Now, here's where my personal opinion comes into all of this. I find this very funny, and you want to know why? It's because according to these guys and their logic and how they're claiming that Moz Plus committed an act of trademark infringement because Moz Plus put out a similar looking drink, I mean, then if we go by that logic, shouldn't Lunchables be accusing Lunchly of trademark infringement infringement? I mean, do you guys sort of see the hypocrisy here? And something else that I find to be really funny is how do you mistake this for Prime? Like, I'm sorry, how do you do it? And I would love to see proof from Logan Paul that apparently people are getting these two products mixed up. Because I know I'm not a lawyer, but here's the thing. From what I see, I don't believe that this is an infringement of Prime's trademark. I just don't see it. And based off of that, I do believe that this could be Prime potentially trying to get rid of the competition. Because it really is starting to look like Prime is going to be suing Moz Plus, and I'm really hoping that they do not win. Because this seems to me like it's a nothing issue. Or actually, sorry, let me explain in a better way. It looks like Logan Paul and Prime are butthurt that Messi launched a competitor to Prime. Like, this is just so hypocritical, it's hilarious. And it really doesn't surprise me coming from Logan Paul out of all people. This guy just sucks. He really does. Now, anyways, with that all being said, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you happen to enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because doing so will help promote the video more in the algorithm so that more people will see it. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really does mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. My name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!